What's on the menu for this video? I'll tell you. We're going to be making some homemade buffalo corn dogs with homemade spicy brown mustard. So those two things we're going to be making go together great, but one of them we actually have to start quite a bit ahead of the other, the mustard. This is going to take 3 days to become ready after we start making it. So we're actually going to make the mustard right now, and in a few days we'll be making those buffalo corn dogs. So first I'm starting with a non-reactive dish here. You can use stainless steel or glass. This is a Pyrex bowl here. And I'm going to be adding a half a cup of mustard seed. Now this is a mixture of brown mustard seed and yellow mustard seed. To this I'm adding half a teaspoon of kosher salt, 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, about a tablespoon of maple syrup, not too much, and 3/4 of a cup of a dark German beer. I cannot pronounce what this beer is, but I'll put on screen here so you can see what it is in the bottle. We're adding 3/4 of a cup of it. Just want to give this a little stir here, make sure everybody gets into that liquid. So now this is going to sit out at room temperature here in my kitchen for 2 to 3 days. I'm going to put a cover on it, but I'm not going to put it on tight. I'm just going to let it sit like that. There's going to be some fermentation and gas release going on here, so we just want to let that gas escape. So I'll see you in a few days when this is ready and we start making our buffalo corn dogs. All right. Our mustard seeds have been soaking for a couple days now. There's a great mustard smell coming off of this, very spicy, like you're gonna get in a spicy brown mustard, and that's kind of what I'm shooting for here. So now it's time to process these and turn it into some mustard. So I have my little food processor here. Now I'm just gonna try and pour this all in here without spilling and without using a funnel. Let's see how I do. Not bad, had just a little bit on the edge there, some in the center bit. It's gonna spin off. Let's get our lid on here and blend this. Now you can blend this as smooth as you want. I want there to be still some of those pieces of mustard seed visible. All right, let's take a check and maybe have a taste. Let's see, oh, look at that. That is nice. Really nice, sort of bright, punchy mustard. Now at this point, you want to ask yourself, do you need to add anything to it? Do you need to adjust any flavors? I think I want to add some salt to this, bring that up just a notch. I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of salt here. This is kosher salt. And because this is for my own personal taste here, I'm adding a little bit of Tabasco. I don't know, a few splashes. Let's mix this up some more. Take another taste with a fresh spoon. Oh, there it is. Just that little bit of Tabasco raises this up just a bit. Gives you just a little bit more heat in this. Oh, that's good. Now, we're gonna transfer this into a jar, and it's gonna go in the refrigerator for a couple days just to continue to set up, and then we're gonna make our buffalo corn dogs. I'm just going to spoon this in here, hopefully not to make too much of a mess. Now if you like a little bit of a thinner mustard here, you could add a little bit of water or a little bit more of some apple cider vinegar. Oop, lost a little bit on the side here. Our first casualty. Get our lid on here. That's gonna go in the refrigerator, like I said, for a couple days. It'll be ready when we make those buffalo corn dogs to have some great spicy brown mustard to go with them. So our mustard has been in the refrigerator for a few days now. I did have a taste of it. It tastes great, a real nice spicy brown mustard. So now it's time to make our buffalo corn dogs, and we got to get the batter ready first. We're starting with half a cup of cornmeal. We've got half a cup of all-purpose flour. To this we're going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and a half teaspoon of kosher salt. just gonna whisk our dry ingredients together here. Now I'm gonna add our wet ingredients, and the first thing is 1 egg that's been beaten, a 1/4 cup of whole milk, and a 1/4 cup of Frank's Red Hot buffalo wing sauce. This is the actual wing sauce that comes pre-made in the bottle. Now we're gonna mix this together. You can really smell that red hot sauce coming off here. And if your batter seems too thick, you can add a little more milk. I'm gonna add 2 more tablespoons of whole milk here. Really what you want this to look like is like thick pancake batter. Just like that. This is gonna go in the refrigerator now for about 20 minutes or 30 minutes, just to sort of chill while we're gonna get the rest of our stuff ready to make our buffalo corn dogs. All right, our batter has chilled and I've transferred it into a tall glass. You can use any sort of receptacle you want. This just makes it a little easier to see for this video. I also have a high-sided saute pan filled with canola oil. You can use vegetable oil, anything like that, anything you would normally use for deep frying. And the temperature of the oil is 350 degrees. Now the hot dogs have been pre-cooked slightly, 45 seconds in the microwave. Then we inserted the sticks, and these are those sort of sticks you would find for caramel apples and things like that. A little bit more sturdy than the thin bamboo skewer type ones you might see in some corn dogs, or the flat sticks. I really like these round ones. Then we took the hot dogs, toweled them off just so you get some of the excess moisture off. And now we're ready to make some buffalo corn dogs. So I'm just gonna take one of my hot dogs here, get it down into the batter, spinning it, and just submerging it and twirling it around so you get good coverage. And we're just gonna take it, lay it gently in our pan. We're gonna go for 2 minutes, about a minute, and then we'll turn it, make sure it's got good coverage. Good here, and just kind of give it a turn and hold it down if you need to make sure you get good coverage. We want that nice golden brown exterior. And once this one is done, we're gonna transfer it to a paper towel lined plate just to sort of get the excess oil off there. All right, we are gonna get this first corn dog out of here and onto our paper towel lined plate. We're gonna make another one. Twist and spin, get good coverage. Spin it gently as you bring it out. Kind of let any excess drip off and get it into the oil. And if your oil is hot enough, you shouldn't have any sticking where that batter hits the bottom of the pan and sort of sticks to it. With the hot oil, it crisps that batter up almost instantly on that side, and you'll see here, it just kind of floats. Get that nice golden brown. Now remember, these are homemade corn dogs. There are gonna be imperfections, but they're gonna taste great. All right, we are at 2 minutes on this corn dog. It's coming out, going on the paper towel lined plate. All right, I'm gonna fry up the rest of these, and then we're gonna move on to tasting these with our homemade spicy brown mustard. All right, here are our buffalo corn dogs with our homemade spicy brown mustard. Now, before I get any of the mustard on the corn dogs, I just wanna have a little taste of it. I did taste it earlier, so I know it tastes good, but just by itself so you guys can see me taste it. Oh. Nice punch from that dark German beer we used in there. A little bit of the Tabasco that we added. Really, really nice. And I like that there's those grains left from the mustard seeds after processing it. So it really does give you that texture. I think it's gonna go great on these corn dogs. There's nothing left to do here, so it's time to taste. And I'm just gonna jump right in here. And I wanna show you something here. Remember I said these were homemade, so there are gonna be imperfections. You can see a little bit of exposed hot dog there at the end. That doesn't matter. When you're making things at home like this, they're not always gonna turn out like you would find at a state fair where you get great corn dogs. It's gonna be homemade and it's gonna taste great. So let's take this guy. Let's not make him feel bad. Let's get into some of our mustard here. Let's have a taste. The combination of that mustard and the red hot sauce, which is in the corn dog batter, is just really, really terrific. It's kind of like a 1-2 punch. Take a little bit of mustard with a spoon, get it on the end there. Let's have another taste. That was really good. So if you've never made corn dogs or mustard, you don't have to make both at the same time like I did here. Pick one and try it, but I've got to tell you, the satisfaction you get when you make things like this yourself that normally you would just buy, it's a really good feeling, and especially when it comes out tasting as good as this does.